Hello. Before I start, I have a confession to make. I've often thought of opening the devotions with this, and I just need to get it off my chest and do it. So this morning I'm going to do it. I would say, hello, my peeps, how are ya? But since we are in church, sort of, keep it downside and my weird sense of humor at home. But, so we'll start over. Hello, good morning. My name is Karen Cipalla, and I thank you for sharing your time with me today. I hope everybody has had a great week, just as the weather has been beautiful, your week, and hopefully the weekend will be beautiful. So with that in mind, let's get started. What is the definition of alone? What is the definition of lonely or loneliness? Most of us, I would think, have felt alone at some point. Jesus experienced loneliness, especially as he was dying on the cross and sensed utter separation from Father God. Emptiness can creep over the soul when we are separated from family, friends, or familiar settings. Parting goodbyes are often difficult. Separation through death, even more so. And sadly, some people never recover from being alone. And this can lead to loneliness and then bitterness. Jesus understands our emotions. He felt so many of them himself: joy, anger, grief, and despair in the Garden of Gethsemane. He also displeasure, fear, and hurt, and many more. His life on earth would have been nearly impossible if it were not for his constant communication and companionship with Father God. Jesus would steal away to the mountains or drift offshore in a boat to escape the crowds of people longing to hear him or to see him as he passed by. He knew he needed time with the Father, for there he would receive encouragement, guidance, love, and courage to fulfill his mission here on earth. The disciples, his closest friends, no doubt encouraged and challenged him as they followed his every move and hung on his every word. A more spiritually hungry group of men could not be found. And at the end of the day, Jesus was probably pleasantly exhausted when virtue had gone out from him to his band of 12 friends and the multitude of followers he attracted. Have you ever felt completely alone in a crowd? Perhaps Jesus felt that too, since he spent a lot of time ministering to large groups of people. He knew where his real source of strength and help came from, and that need drove him to find time and somewhere where he could be alone with Father God. Hence, the boat, the mountain, the bar. King David had a pretty good grip on loneliness. He knew where his strength, help, and safety came from. In Psalm 16:8 and 9, he said, "I know the Lord is always with me. I will not be shaken, for he is right beside me. No wonder my heart is glad and I rejoice. My body rests in safety." The Passion Translation Bible records this psalm like this: "Because I set you, Yahweh, always close to me, my confidence will never be weakened, for I experience your wrap-around presence every moment. My heart and soul explode with joy, full of glory. Even my body will rest confident and secure." The wrap-around presence of the Lord, there it is. We are never alone, for he wraps his comforting, strengthening, encouraging, loving presence around us, no matter where we are or what our circumstances are. When Moses saw God's people worshiping the golden calf, he was very angry, and he took the 10 Commandments and threw them on the ground, and the stone shattered. What was God's response? In Exodus 33:14, the Lord comforted him with this amazing statement: "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." Even the most blatant expression of idol worship could not push God's wraparound loving presence away from Moses. There is no place we can go where God's wraparound presence cannot be found. Again, David expresses this truth so well in Psalm 139, 7-10. "I can never escape from your spirit. I never get away from your presence. If I go up to heaven, you are there. If I go down to the grave, you are there. If I ride the wings of the morning, if I dwell by the farthest oceans, even there your hand will guide me, and your strength will support me." Even if we run away from God, his wraparound presence can descend on us and cover us in his tremendous love. One of my favorite songs, called "Next to Me," is about when we turn away from God and try to do our own thing. Even then, God the Father calls to us saying, "Child, come back now. You've been gone too long. Let me lead you back to where you belong, next to me." We cannot escape God's tremendous love and faithfulness. You are not alone. Call on the Lord to wrap his presence around you. Be like Jesus and push the boat offshore to spend alone time with the Father. Let him strengthen and comfort you this day and every day. I had another devotional in mind for today, but I chose this one, especially after listening to Andy's teaching on Sunday. Andy talked about love and seeing people. I see you. Do you ever wonder how many people that you do see, whether it be Giant Eagle, Walmart, walking the streets, that in their heart they're crying out, "Please see me"? Most of us have our family, our friends, even our church family to go to. I am thankful, very thankful, for the people God has put in my life, especially my sister. She sees me, and I see her, and I am more than thankful for this gift. But what about those that do not have a support person or a support group? We may never know who these people are, and we will never know their story. We all live very busy lives. So let's keep it simple. A smile, a touch, holding the door open for somebody, just saying, "Hey, have a great day," can bring joy. But God does, and puts others like Andy in their lives so they can be seen. Alone? Lonely? God and his wraparound love is here. God sees us. He knows us. So spend some alone time with God today. Enjoy his company and receive all his blessings. That's it. I thank you again for sharing your time with me. Have a great, great day. Until next time.